Delora, what's really good?
Hey, Ashley, you know, blessed and highly favored.
Yeah. There's a lot going on out in these streets. Delora and I were just talking before we got on the mic about how much we're missing some lettuce, some salads, being able to eat some berries. What's funny
Listen,
too, Delora, is like I did not even pay attention to what I wasn't supposed to eat. So I had to I was texting one of my friends, like, oh yeah, I'm about to eat some chicken and a salad. And he was like, you still trust in lettuce? I was like, what? What do you mean? He was like, the parasite that's going on. I said, oh, I didn't look at the specifics of what I'm not supposed to be eating. Lettuce is on that list. He was like,
girl,
yes.
absolutely. Lettuce, herbs, any leafy green, frankly, is on that list.
I was
And what's
devastated.
terrifying is there's no real way of cleaning it.
Yeah.
And it could be found in canned and frozen foods. So this is what I've heard. And I'm like, this is awful. Cause you think like, okay, if I can't do fresh, let me do frozen. Well, guess what? There's possibilities in that. What I'm upset about, I started my mini garden because that was my goal for this year to learn, you know, to be one with nature and learn how to garden. And I was like, yes, tomatoes, cucumbers, some herbs. My daughter likes to say herbs.
Tomato, baby.
And when I tell you, I was like, oh, should I do lettuce? No, I don't need that. I don't need it for this phase. Look at
Delora
me
would have been
now.
out here making twerking videos upside down over
First
her
of
bed of
all,
lettuce.
I've been posting them on my social media stories too. The ones where it's like, lettuce is the equivalent, it's the currency, and the spin that check. She's not saying check, but shout out to where all my boosted, where y'all at? Sorry. Okay. Anyway, Carisha and them. Um, but yeah, it's I blame the government. Every person I've talked to, I'm like, I blame the government, and people think I'm joking, and I'm like, oh no, I'm dead ass
Oh,
because
that's facts.
it's like the ability to the resources to identify, locate, communicate these cases. The fact that it just feels like it's every state for themselves, and obviously Michigan is the area where everybody's talking about is number one state, and Ohio is number two, and honestly it's impacting the whole nation. It's
Yeah.
just
40 states. 40.
it's insane, Ashley. It's
I did
insane.
not realize how much I needed salad in my life. Like, I can't even eat a good sandwich right now, a good sub right now. Damn.
And I started feeling like, oh, I don't need lettuce anymore, and then it's like, know when you're blessed, you know what I mean?
Hmm. I still right now have a pack of strawberries I just refuse to throw away right now because I'm just devastated. Like, I'm just upset, just like generally upset.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be fine. This too shall pass. These are obviously very much first world problems. We can eat a lot of other things. We have resources. Thank you,
Spin that,
Jesus.
spin that, spin that.
But I look forward to, you know, the cleanse and let me get back to it. It's so funny. Shout out to Teresa, my friend Teresa, friend of the pod. She posted a story that was so funny to me. She was like, California people, wildfires, earthquakes, whatever. Ah, no big deal. You can't eat salad. What?
Yeah. It's like
Honey, we
I'm
all are
starting to see people
feeling
say
it.
like I'm missing my salad. I'm missing my
Yeah.
salad, especially if you have it on a daily basis. Like, yeah,
And for me, it's as much about
summer.
the
It's a
health of a
summer
salad
dish.
as it is my salad dressing. I love a good Italian. I love a
Do
good
you?
peppercorn ranch. You know what I mean? Like I just want to be able to eat a good salad with a vinaigrette.
I,
You know what I'm
I'm a
saying?
I'm a ranch girly, And it's like I'm very
Sheesh.
particular about the places, like the restaurants with their like their own ranch. Like shout out to Jet's Pizza. Pizza places have some of the
Damn, I
best
haven't had
ranch.
Jets in a minute. Yeah.
Jets has a really good
Shout
ranch.
out to Old Scratch.
Shout out to Two Cities Pizza. Their ranch is phenomenal on their salad.
Old Scratch
Um,
has not only good dressing, but also great salad. I remember the first time I ever went to Old Scratch Pizza and I was like, everybody in here has a salad. I've never been to a pizza place where we're getting salad. You know what I'm saying? There's something's happening and it was fantastic. So, yeah.
future sponsors to the podcast, of course.
For real. And Old Scratch has such great customer service just to really put y'all on like that. Anytime anything has ever happened to Old Scratch, my food is late, something happened, they always like recoup that experience. Like last time I had to ask them, I was like, hey, where's my pizza? It's been however long. They were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry something happened with your order. The dude not only apologized, he brought me a gift card for my next purchase. You know what I'm
Love
saying?
that.
That's A1. Okay. Anyway, welcome, guys, to another episode of Recapping with Delora and
Welcome.
Ashley. We are here. We appreciate y'all being here with us. It's time to get into some headlines and hot topics. And there's a few things going on in these streets we're going to dive into today. We're going to start with this Cardi B and Maduka situation because obviously we're coming off the hoopla of the World Cup. This man was one of the standouts amongst the ladies in terms of, oh my God, who is this man? He's fine. Had everybody up in a little tizzy, at least here in these Americas. So, case surprise,
Well,
surprise,
that's
we
because
see
we don't pay
him
attention to soccer.
exactly. Case surprise, surprise, we see him seated next to our good sis Cardi B during Fashion Week at one of the Paris fashion shows. And then now cut to they were out to dinner
Jean
together.
Paul Gaultier.
Yeah, they were out to
Yep.
dinner together with a group. So rumors start swirling. Abby, very attractive man. You know, Cardi's out here doing her thing. Don't know if she's fully single, but she's single enough to be sparking these rumors, you know? So not
Single
only, yeah,
enough.
because we don't know. Who knows? And not only
We,
is,
I mean, she has admitted to sleeping with other men pregnant.
yeah, but you know, she's supposed to be with that one American football player, whatever. I feel like it
Yes.
depends on the
Yep.
day of the week. But
Stefan. Yep.
yep, stuff, yep. But come to find out that, and I again just being introduced to this man has a lot of drama with his ex and mother of his child, who has come
Yes.
out of the woodwork post these photos of Cardi B, accusing him of abuse, accusing him of cheating on her with both men and women, accusing him of being neglectful towards their son that they share, and just went on very much a tirade over social media. So Delora, obviously, a lot of it, the commentary is, oh, she's a bitter baby mama coming out now, like, oh, Cardi be having the girls in a tizzy, what have you. But these are very serious allegations as well. So, what do you make of all the hoopla around this potential pairing, and then the subsequent, you know, rumor mill stirring as his ex comes in with her side of events?
He absolutely looks like a light skinned menace. Like he leaves a path of devastation. I don't deny any of those. With that being said, allegedly, I say that
Allegedly.
because like with all the photos that were floating around on social media, they showed this man having like three phones. I'm like, this is very intentional. I guarantee it. Like I guarantee it. Looking like that, you have
Sir,
to understand. I feel like American need need to understand that when it comes to soccer players, they are more famous and they make more money than the football players. American football, NBA. I think they're, if anything, the sports. Thinking about Charlemagne and his poom poom management, the sports you need to be concerned with would be real soccer, the football, and baseball. Now, both sports those men's reputations are horrendous. You know what I mean? But if you're looking for the check, and you're looking for some notoriety, that's the route to go. Now, in terms of him and Cardi,
They also got
Cardi is
bodies, but yeah, I hear you.
what'd you say?
They also got oddies.
Absolutely. Now, you know me, my favorite sports body out here, and this is something I've come to know as an adult, apparently are rugby players' legs. Like
Well, I mean, them soccer
new,
players' legs as well. Look at Jude.
oh, well, the endurance too, the endurance
Yeah,
of a soccer player.
yeah,
So anyway, I'm talking about running up and down the field.
sure.
Anyway, Belcalis, she's gonna do what she wants to do. Okay, she's not with that man, and honestly, in some ways, uh, this conversation with this guy is helping her, and in some ways, hiding the mess that's going on with Stefan Diggs. Because I tried to follow the case that he has on him right now, and I don't want nothing to do with it. Like I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
I don't need to know this man that well. I just know he got a baby with Cardi B. That's all I know.
that man
Need to
catching more
know,
cases in the last 6 months
girl, girl.
than a lot.
So, um, you know, when it comes to Cardi and Maduka, it's given Savage by Rihanna. Like everybody told you what it was. Everybody knew I was a savage. Both of them are savages. And if they decide to hang out, they're going to hang out and then they're going to be somebody they used to know one day. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I mean, again, the rumors and the potential situation with his ex definitely I would be investigating if I was anywhere near this man right now, but because we're not, we're just on the periphery. Absolutely. If it was a smash or pass, it's a smash type situation, I would imagine with Cardi. Like if I'm single, you single, we out here, we good
proximity is
looking,
everything.
we rich. Why not? Let's have a good old time. Um, hopefully he is getting his life together if he has ever been abusive and all of these things as well. But
Yeah.
girl, it's a lot. It's a lot
Didn't
going
they tell
on.
you that I was a savage? Like that is what I am imagining. And it's just like
Do you
they're
remember
gonna
when Rihanna dated that real cute baseball player for just a little brief minute? It was like 2 seconds, but he was so cute.
he was cute, but I was thinking about that billionaire. She was with that billionaire for a minute, but
I think he must not have been ready to get married
yeah,
or
because
have
she's gonna
kids.
lock it down.
Yeah.
I feel I have been so ASAP has turned me around a little bit, but he's been acting up lately and I don't like it.
I just feel like they are more like girlfriends than anything. Like I feel like with his
Like the best friends
hobbies,
who have babies.
yeah, like with his hobbies, with his aesthetic, like he very much gives more to me like girlfriend than like lover. But I don't know that man. Obviously, they've now had 3 children, so there's some loving going on. But yeah,
Those
that's the
babies are
vibe.
adorable.
That's the vibe I get. Like he just started her Fenty skin campaign with
I
her
saw that. Yeah.
with rollers in his hair. I'm like, you're a fashion little icon out here. Do you, boo? Do you? You know? All right. Well, we'll see what happens with Cardi and Maduka. Maduka made Big Rach from Higher Learning, Rachel Lindsay, did her top 5 most good looking men right now type list. And Maduka was on there. So
Is it in sports or in general?
in general.
Oh, well, yeah, he would definitely make top five for sure.
Yep. All right. We'll see. Do your thing.
Who's
Let's
your
move
top
on.
five?
Oh, I'd have to get that some thought. We can bring that to next week. Let me actually sit and get that some thought. I'm not about to get y'all randoms out here. I want to be for real about this and do it properly. So we can bring our top 5s next week. All right. Any other World Cup standout moments for you? Did you watch? Were you invested? Did you watch the final game with Argentina and Spain? Just give me your experience.
Honestly, I had more joy just, you know, observing it from the periphery, and that like one of my favorite memes that I saw, especially for that last game, was like, how are Latinos choosing who to root for between Spain and Argentina? Like colonizers, right? And this one in
Yikes.
particular was they did like a Hamilton, like if you had to choose Jefferson or Burr. And so they were like, if we had to choose, we're just gonna choose Spain because fuck Argentina forever. Like, and so the fact that Spain won, I was like, okay, the
Hmm.
lesser of two evils. I mean, I don't know. I don't
Is
have any
it?
skin in the game. Oh, girl, you know what I found out also? Again, the periphery is like a lot of Nazis went to Argentina and they, and girl, and then there's history of like wars putting all the black people in the front line so like so they can dwindle the population. They were very big on that transition from black to white, similar to Brazil has that culture too, but I guess in Argentina it's like extra. And then they sit up and they really do have like racism is embedded in their culture to where they don't even see like what they're saying is like wrong. Like
To this
um
day.
yes, because one of the stars of Argentina posted on social media and they were just saying something racist and it was caught on video and people are like, no one's gonna say this anything to these people. Like
Okay, got it. Well, then fuck Argentina. Like, I don't know what to
right.
say. I'm
But
not
no,
I'm not
what I'm
paying enough
saying is
attention.
true though, and that's why my I was so gagged. I was like, oh my
But
god, I
but if
thought it was
it's
just a rumor.
but also if it's fuck them, it's fuck us. You know what I mean? Like it's just girl.
I mean, wait, was it three countries? Somebody was like, listening to your podcast is hard to follow, and I'm like, yeah, maybe. Like, I'm about to go like very serious. You remember when um uh the World Summit or something voted to acknowledge that like slavery was one of like the most atrocities.
The biggest
I think it was like
atrocity.
of humankind in three countries. It's like US, Israel, and Argentina. And then
That's what I
everybody else is
say.
either,
If it's
so
fuck you, it's also fuck us. You know what I mean? Like, let's be for real. We out here looking
but
crazy.
in terms of World Cup, it was just fascinating to you know get to know Maduka, getting to know like the rivalries and hearing about FIFA's corruption. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
that was something.
very fascinating. Allegedly. Um, Also, I just love how Hollywood was like inserted into like these games. Like you could tell they were just trying to
Because LA was a host, of
sit
course.
sit all the random stars, like the stars of off campus went to a game. Matt Damon went to a game. I'm like, of course you're promoting the Odyssey.
Yeah, there was a
um
picture with Tiana, Tom Holland,
yes.
uh, Olivia Dean, like all in a
Yeah,
suite together. I'm like, who decided that all y'all needed to be together?
exactly. I mean, even J&B showed up to the finale, I
And
believe.
Riri and ASAP, were they together?
Yeah.
Nope. 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 Nope.
I didn't see the performances, but I did hear. So shout out to Shakira. Shakira out here, I think this is her second or third World Cup theme song, and all of them are bangers. And I really love this one with Burna Boy. Um, really, really, really good. And then I didn't watch Madonna's performance because I didn't want to see. No offense to Madonna, but it's not like, oh, let me go see Madonna. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I'm proud of her for still getting out there.
yes, yes,
Proud
yeah.
of her.
Um, but Justin Bieber and his song choices was just interesting. It's like Are we, is this his new identity? Like sad, broken boy man?
It's whatever vibe Justin is in. You know, he just rolls with that in his artistry. You know, he feels like one of those people that's like, I can't fake it. If I'm not feeling it, this is what y'all get in a day. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of artist that's the type of energy I get from him always. Like when he had that one tour where he was just like, are you guys even listening to me? Like, do you hear what I'm saying to you? Like, I am a human being. You know what I mean? Like, Justin, just people paid money for this. You know, people are here and paid. Please entertain. Anyway, my one standout is the introduction of Jude Bellingham. Like, had no idea this man existed, and now I do, and he's absolutely in top five. Like,
Who?
absolutely.
Judd?
Jude Bellingham plays for England. If you don't know, even Blakely has a video out about him, or a couple at this point.
Oh, because he showed his booty. Yeah, he has a
Showed his
great bum.
booty. Had there's videos of him and how well he treats children. He just apparently is a stand-up class act period
23
amongst
years
other
old.
soccer players in the
Yeah.
sport. I'm a fan, you know, and it's not for any of those reasons. He's just fine. That's all. That's all. Just like a good-looking man. That's it.
He's cute.
For anybody else who actually really watched the game, paid attention, had skin in the game, really cared, I hope y'all had a fabulous time. It felt like the longest stretch of a sport I've experienced in a very long time. I'm like, when is this shit over?
Yeah, I was like, man, this seems pretty intimidating, with how
Weeks.
long. Yeah.
Weeks.
In multiple countries, like,
Girl.
and then in the country, multiple cities of that country.
I'm like, I'm tired
And
for y'all.
and then of course hearing about um Team Scotland drying out Boston was also like unreal and hilarious. And then of course this like I never thought America was like this. I thought it was a lot worse. And we're just like, okay.
Yeah, that's why you can't believe everything you see on these internets. It is very real that you have to get out and experience in this life to judge for yourself. All right. Well, let's move on. Our
Yep.
next headliner hot top is Emmys. We have not gotten a chance to talk about the Emmys at all. Emmy noms dropped a couple weeks ago, and the Emmys will air September 14th this year. Um, let's take a look at a few of these categories. First of all, there's been a little bit of a hoopla since everything was announced because there's five categories that the Television Academy is planning to not have aired during the primetime telecast: writing for a variety series, supporting actor and actress in a limited or anthology series or movie, director for a limited series, and I'm sorry, director for a limited or anthology series or movie, writing for that category as well. So it really, that's the biggest category that's been impacted. But you know, people are upset in the WGA and the other organizations. This has happened before. I get it. They need to trim time. You know, the television telecasts are not getting the viewership they once did. We'll see what happens. But let's actually get into the nominees, shall we? So we had some leads in the pack with The Pit getting 25 nominations, the most of any show. A few others that got some big noms are Pluribus, Margot's Got Money Troubles, and Widow's Bay on Apple TV. You have Euphoria that was snubbed for its final season, but did get nominations for Zendaya and Coleman Domingo. Heated Rivalry was shut out, did not get any noms, but
It's
thankfully
a
Connor's
Canadian
story.
show.
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
It's a Canadian show. So, yeah,
Connor's story was still able to get an Emmy nod for his appearance on Saturday Night
which
Live.
I love.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was hilarious. Comedy category, you still have Gene Smart, of course, for the final season of Hacks, which if y'all have not watched the final season of Hacks, it was so good. So good with emotion in there sprinkled in amongst the comedy as usual. Lisa Kudrow for the final season of The Comeback as well. You also have The Bear that got nominations for its final season. Io getting another nom for her work there. Jeremy Allen White actually got snubbed this year, despite winning that category twice previously. So that's very, very interesting. And then you have in the drama category for actresses, you have Claire Danes, you have Kerry Russell, and then you also have a full list of nominees that you guys can find out in these streets, like Outstanding Drama Series, Diplomat, Gilded Age. Oh, and Night of the Seven Kingdoms got a nomination. Paradise Shout Out Season 2, The Pit, Slow Horses, Your Friends and Neighbors. Let me just say, I don't know if they will likely win against these, but this latest season of Your Friends and Neighbors was fantastic. I've enjoyed the show. But this last season, I really, really, really enjoyed. So if y'all have not checked out y'all Your Friends and Neighbors on Apple TV Plus, definitely check it out. Outstanding comedy series, Abbott Elementary, of course, The Bear, Margot's Got Money Troubles, Nobody Wants This got in there, Only Murders in the Building, Shrinking. I didn't know Widow's Bay would be considered a comedy, but sure. And
I hate
then
when they do that.
yeah, because from like I haven't seen the show, but from like the trailer and stuff, I thought it was more like a thriller type series. I'll have to check it out. And then Hacks, of course, for its final season. Outstanding limited series, we have All Her Fault, which we recapped. If you guys have not checked it out, check it out. It's a fantastic show on Peacock. The Beast in Me, Beef, DTF St. Louis, and Love Story, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. That was another snub. The actor who portrayed John F. Kennedy Jr. did not get a nomination. And he actually had a stellar performance, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, so for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, we have Sterling for Paradise,
Yes, yes, yes.
Gary Oldman for Slow Horses, Mark Ruffalo for Task, Rufus Sewell for The Diplomat, and Noah Weil for The Pit. I feel like it's probably between Noah and Sterling in that category. What do you think?
Yeah, and I think Noah may go get in, unfortunately, because I'm always rooting for Sterling. But I
Absolutely.
also love Noah because I grew up with Noah. Shout out to ER, but
That man has been playing a doctor so long, y'all might as well give him something, you
I
know?
feel like I feel like he might be able to do something in the case of
For real.
emergency
Like if
too.
he's on a plane and somebody's like, is there a doctor in the house? Is Noah gonna stand up? Might as well. Outstanding lead actress in a drama series, Carrie Coon for The Gilded Age, Chase Infinity for The Testaments.
My girl, I love
Carrie,
her.
love her down. Carrie Russell for The Diplomat, Rhea Seehorn for Pluribus, which I don't know. Rhea, we gonna see. And then Zendaya, final season of Euphoria. We'll see if she gets that three-peat. Outstanding supporting actor in a drama series. I won't get too into that. Outstanding supporting actress. Outstanding lead actress in a comedy series. We got Quinta for Abbott Elementary, Ao for The
Yes,
Bear, Elle
yes,
Fanning
yes.
for Margot's Got Money Troubles, Lisa for Comeback, and Jean for Hacks. That's a tough category.
Yeah, it is.
Jean has been winning for the most part. Quinta took it, Ao has taken it, but Jean is like probably the front runner
I was
still.
gonna say, yeah, the favorite,
Outstanding
especially
lead,
with it being the final season.
exactly. Outstanding lead actor in a comedy series. We have Yaya for Wonder
So proud of
Man.
him.
Steve
Even
Carell
though
for
was his
Rooster.
performance funny? No. But was the show great?
He
Was
had
he
his
great in it?
funny moments playing off of Ben though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like
But his talent, I don't question his talent. To me, I just Wonder Man was not the funniest show though. That's
no, it definitely wasn't the funniest. But if it is a comedy, he's the straight character. You know, he's
yes,
the one that the
yes.
comedy is bounced off of, which is fine. We
Mhm.
recapped that as well. Check it out. The Rooster actually was an interesting show. I can't say I loved it with Steve, but interesting dynamic between him and having a daughter and that dynamic. Matthew Reese for Widow's Bay, Jason Segel for Shrinking, and then Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building. So no Steve Martin this year for Only Murders. Interesting. Let's see. What else? What else? Outstanding lead actor in a series or TV movie. Riz Ahmed for Bait. I started Bait. I need to finish watching Bait. It's on Prime. Jason Bateman for Black Rabbit. Charlie Hunnam for Monster, the Ed Gein story. Oscar Isaac for Beef. And Matthew Reese for The Beast in Me. Matthew out here getting all the categories. Outstanding lead actress in a limited series or TV movie, Claire Danes for The Beast in Me, Sally Field for Remarkably Bright Creatures that we just recapped,
Yes, yes, yes. Check out that recap. And again, love Sally.
Carrie Mulligan for Beef, Sarah Pigeon for Love Story, JFK and Carolyn Bessette, and Sarah Snook for All Her Fault. All right, let's move into a couple final ones. Outstanding reality competition series, Dancing with the Stars, Drag Race, Survivor, Top Chef, and The Traitors. Variety series, The Daily Show, Jimmy Kimmel, last week tonight with John Oliver. I hope Colbert gets it for his final season. And then
He
Saturday Night
better, just out
Live.
of principle, because what they did to him was just unthinkable.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so that is the list that we'll roll through for the sake of time. Again, full nomination lists are out on these internets if you guys want to catch it and drop us a line on any of your additional predictions for the Emmys telecast coming in September. All right,
Yeah,
Laura,
I was gonna say I have a couple of comments that I'm really excited about though.
please do.
Coleman Domingo being nominated twice for the Four Seasons and Euphoria makes me so happy because again, he's so immensely talented and
Range.
will deserve. Sally Richardson Whitfield, she's nominated twice as well for directing. So shout out to Black women directors.
I think she's
Um,
making history
she is.
for
She is.
this.
She is, especially in the same year. And that's for her work in The Gilded Age and Task. And then the other nomination that I was really excited for, I'm always excited for Henry Louis Gates Jr. for Finding Your Roots because that show is phenomenal. Shout out to PBS. And yeah, just you know, oh, and Janelle James for her supporting actress category. Like I think this is her first time officially getting nominated. So super, super proud of her on that. So
Well, I thought she won previously, but maybe it wasn't for the Emmys.
I think she's won the SAG. She hasn't
Okay,
won the Emmy.
got it, got it. All right. Let's move on to our next headline hot top, which is the Insecure tour. So, Insecure is celebrating its 10th anniversary, and the cast is going on tour. 13 city live stage celebration. It's going to be co hosted with the showrunner Prentice Penny, of course, Issa, and it's going to feature behind the scenes stories, appearances from core cast members, and shenanigans. I have been loving the clips I've been seeing online so far of Issa and Prentice chatting and giving different memories from different moments during the series already. So I actually was looking, I was like, maybe I can make one of these dates, right? Very exciting. Love Insecure. Of course, what would it be without a little drama? And courtesy of the beef previously between Issa Rae and Amanda Seales, uh, the internets have something to say because
To be
Amanda's not going to be
fair,
there.
it was not between Issa and Amanda originally. It was Issa's publicist that Amanda had drama with. And by way of Issa, I mean, I will say this when it comes to Amanda Seals is like I learned this lesson pretty early on, never to burn bridges with people because you just never know when somebody will pop up in your life again. Um, I remember just being out and about, and I ran into I was bullied when I was younger, and I ran into my bully again, and she was trying to be so nice to me, and I was like, girl, I might have forgiven you, but I haven't forgotten anything. Like, you know what I
Mm,
mean? And I was just like, "Ugh, we're not friends." Like, you know what I mean?
right.
Um,
Girl, if this was back in the day, I would have brought you on Jenny Jones, okay?
exactly, exactly. Um, but I say all that to say, I do feel like Amanda had the right to talk about her experience and how,
Sure.
it was an opportunity for Issa to take some accountability because I don't know how much she was taken, at the time based off of Amanda's side of the story, right? However, Issa also has the right to not invite you to any other party that she's going to have. Um, and I think this is what we're seeing in real time. And according to Amanda, she said that she's fine. She did the whole little skit as her character to make fun of the fact that she wasn't invited to the 10-year anniversary. First of all, what do you mean 10 years? What do you
Right.
mean 10 years?
Time flies, baby.
Um, and honestly, the people who are invited are very close still.
Yep.
So
It's
that's
friendship. It's beyond
correct.
business.
Correct.
To your point, I don't negate the experiences that Amanda says that she's had from the situation of her going to the party and getting thrown out and Issa trying to mediate and then realizing like, yo, this is really between you and her. I'm staying out of this. And then allegedly the beef on set where Amanda felt like she talked to her crazy. They supposedly almost got into a physical altercation, whatever. And I was trying to both the camel's back, what have you. Maybe these incidents happened and maybe they happened in the way she's saying it. But first of all, there's two sides to every story. And then also, you went on one of the most popular podcasts at the time, which was Shannon Sharp's podcast, right? And decided to air out these grievances that you've had. So you didn't just have this conversation privately or with Issa herself or, somehow it got leaked. You chose to go onto a very public platform and say these things. So at the end of the day, stand in that shit. You know what I mean? I do not remotely feel like I would have expected you to pop up on this tour because I watched that interview. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, and let's not forget, she did the interview and then had issues with Shannon. So it's like, at some
yeah,
point, it's like,
it's
what's the
you.
common denominator?
It's you. And
What's
I'm
the common denominator out of all of these situations?
And I'm treading lightly too, because as I've said on this podcast, I've at least content wise broken up with Amanda Seales myself. Like I'm no longer listening to her pod. I don't follow her on social media anymore. I find her to be I found her to be an overwhelming presence in sheer thought and personality that I needed to excuse myself from for the foreseeable future. It's not to say I'm never going to step back into maybe a great conversation. I hear something like that, but I was not enjoying it, and I was like, these are my choices. Why am I? I don't have to do this.
You
Um,
decided to exercise your free will.
Yes,
So,
ma'am. And
yes,
decided this is no longer serving me. So we're gonna step away. And I don't wanna what I've tried not to do is like take sides in this because I don't know either of these people.
correct.
But I will say, again, if you decide that you want to publicly air these issues, then absolutely you always will need to stand 10 toes down in the repercussions of choosing to say those things, which in this case is Issa is probably never going to hire you for anything ever again. And let's be clear too, Issa Rae is a Capricorn. Baby, bridge burned. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that
we're done.
Amanda apparently said that she doesn't want to do the Hollywood thing either. She said that a couple of times. So,
What's funny too is in this article I'm reading on the Root or one of these sources, they're basically saying like, oh, Amanda was felt that Issa should have reached out to her after the Shannon Sharp interview.
why
What?
would she do that?
Why would I reach out to you when you went on a public platform talking about me? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. So I don't even understand that perspective. And maybe that's hearsay, but I don't even understand that perspective. So, what I will say is, I enjoyed this show. I enjoy this cast. I would love to make it out to one of the tour dates. They're not making it to
Same.
Ohio.
I'm
So
so
we'll
happy they're
see.
making it to Detroit. To me, Detroit is always an option when when there's a tour.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, they're
Yeah.
going to Detroit. So shout out to them going to Black cities. Because
Absolutely.
at the end of the day, that's who
Girl,
watch
that's
their
your
show.
audience. That's your
Yes,
audience. Where else are you about to go? You know,
exactly.
they're going to wrap it up in Inglewood, which of course they are. But,
And
you know,
yeah,
Issa will be there. Prentice will be there. Jay Ellis, Yvonne Orji, Natasha Rothwell. So, I mean, it's going
yes,
to be a time. A
yes.
time will be had.
I think it'll be great. I think it'll be great because it was such a cultural moment. I mean, I will never forget the Best Buy shirt hanging in that
Girl,
closet while he is ramming that girl through the mattress. I was like, oh,
I even like, I want both her and his future baby mama, but I need to know what show y'all are bringing them out. Cause like, those are the shows I want to go to. Like, I don't want to say that my biggest fascination would be with the dynamic with Issa and Lawrence and those peripheral ladies, but to an extent, it kind of is because I was
yeah.
inevitably at the end a team Lawrence and Issa, let's make this work person.
See, you know me.
I know you weren't.
Oh,
You
circling the
weren't.
block.
I loved it.
Why? Like, you know what
I
I mean?
loved it because this is what we call growth. You know,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was
And then shout out to
growth.
growth. Um, so yeah, wow. 10 years. This is crazy. 10
Yeah.
years. And then Molly, she's such a pygmy, but then doesn't know what to do when she's actually in a relationship. That Asian
Complicated.
man at the end, what was that man's
Asian Bay
name?
Andrew.
He was so sweet. Oh, so sweet.
I really did like Andrew, but I think I can't remember if I talked to you about this or we talked about this. I talked about this with somebody else. Regardless, I was like, it's a black show. I see why they didn't have her end up with an Asian
Oh,
man.
well, yeah.
For better, or for worse, I liked Andrew though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked Andrew.
But black people and Asian people be together in the hood all the time. I
Yeah,
mean,
but you know, it's
like,
like it's black love. You know what I mean? Like
yes,
that's
yes,
what we
yes.
were promoting with
Mm-hmm.
Insecure. So, all right, we're gonna see if y'all see me and Delora posting some content from these tour dates. Just know we made it.
We made it.
All
How you
right.
doing? Hooray.
Exactly. A little networking op. Let's talk about the box office, okay? We are a TV and film podcast out here.
We are.
The Odyssey has dropped. Christopher Nolan's epic tale adaptation of the classic novel.
Yep.
Um, 2 hour, 52-minute runtime. It has grossed
IMAX.
$328 million globally over its first weekend. Third largest domestic opening of the year with $124.5 million. It is the highest global debut of Christopher Nolan's career, which is saying something. Um, I I personally expected this to be a huge box office success just based off of the hype, based off of the cast, based off of the director. I mean, I wasn't even planning to go see this in theaters, and my algorithm was like, girl, you gotta go. Here's this interview. Here's
You weren't
this.
planning of
Here's
going?
I
And
still
then
have not fully landed on if I can spend 2 hours and 52 minutes in this theater right now.
I'm absolutely going. This is one of my favorite. Like when I was in high school, I loved Greek mythology and the Odyssey with Odysseus. Oh my gosh, I was obsessed. I
Who's your
was obsessed
favorite
with like,
Greek mythology character?
oh, there's Oedipus Rex, there's an what's his like entity or I forget.
Antically?
And oh no. Um, that's a great question.
Not Anticolis. Did I make that up? There was a restaurant called
No,
Anticolis.
no. I was like, I don't think that's it, but and it's not coming to me right now. My favorite lore though would definitely be around honestly all the gods. I and Athena's my favorite goddess.
Okay.
Because I've always loved, the goddess of wisdom and war. Like I've always been into that. Um,
Zendaya.
and so the fact that Zendaya is playing him brings me so much joy, so much joy. But um Achilles, his story is always so fascinating to me. Um I actually read the more recent adaptation of the story, Song of Achilles. Gorgeous, gorgeous story. Had me bawling at the end. Because it really plays up it was a more of a love story between Achilles and what's his name? It begins with a P. Anyway, the person who's always with
Poseidon?
him. Uh, what did you say?
Was it Poseidon?
Poseidon's the god of the
The
sea.
sea. Yeah. It shows you I don't
Um,
remember this story like whatsoever at this point. So I'm like, I
no,
can't remember
okay.
who
And
did
that's the
what with
problem. I'm
whom.
like, I need to reread it because I read it when I was in high school. Um,
Do you feel like did you get into
oh, Patralis, or is it Patroclus? How do you say this man's name? It's from the Iliad. Uh, Patrolic. I don't know. I forgive me, y'all. I
did you get
I
into
need to get
Percy
back into that.
Jackson and the Olympians then if you're really into Greek mythology?
The movies, yes. I didn't read the books though.
What about the show?
I watch. We've watched the show. The show's fine. The show is fine. It's a great introduction to kids for Greek mythology, but like in terms
Mm-hmm.
of like really going there, um, it's just fine.
Okay, so
Mhm.
going to see the Odyssey, going to see it in IMAX.
Yes.
Okay.
I also want to see Tom Holland not be Spider-Man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I say that
Yeah.
because he's one of my favorites. I think I told you he's my favorite Spider-Man right now. Um, but it's been a minute to see him in his like just acting bag. And
Go watch him in the Apple TV Plus show, girl.
I know, but I keep forgetting that he was Billy. What was that dancing movie when he was a kid?
I can't think of his last name right now either, but yeah.
But anyway, I forgot he did that as a child, but my first time really remembering him as a performer was The Impossible, um, with Naomi Watts. It was a family that was like on vacation, and then like a freaking typhoon hit, tsunami hit the island, and
Mhm.
it was a story about survival. So good, so freaking good.
Well, it sounds like it's definitely going to be a turn for the books. I just really watched it's on Peacock, a making of doc or vignette or whatever you want to call it, of the Odyssey. So you get to see all of the various countries that they went to. They talked about really trying to utilize the equipment and make these sets the way they needed to. That being there obviously added so much to the realism, how hard of shoots it was because of where they were and having to do all these things, but how rewarding it is as well. How Christopher Nolan isn't satisfied doing what's been done, all the grandeur of making something like this and bringing it to life. So I get the hype. I feel like I probably will end up seeing it in theaters just because, but I guess bravo to the cast for, bringing it home, not just as far as the performances, but as far as that check,
Yeah,
because they are superseding even the expectations that were out there for their box office performance. So, quick
Billy
side note,
Elliot.
Billy
Random.
Elliot. Yeah. Quick
Yep.
side note, Delora. I don't know if you've been seeing anything. Threads keeps me fed with what I need with a lot of experiences these days. I think I actually really like Threads more than I ever like Twitter. But
No, that's where all the black people are. That's why you enjoy it.
yeah, but the other mother trailer that has been
Girl,
playing during the Odyssey, I'm
girl.
so glad I heard about it in advance because you know I don't like horror. And
It's
so
other mommy.
the other mommy, thank you. Jessica
Hmm.
Chastain is starring in
Yeah.
this horror movie, and it is giving people these jump scares before the Odyssey. And so I'm so glad that Threads put me on that this would be coming if I choose to go see this in theaters. And then I already saw the imagery that caused a jump scare. So first of all, I usually if a horror trailer comes on, I put my head down. Like I don't even watch. So I know now, definitely, as soon as I start seeing a glimpse of this, the head's going down. I'm not going to pay any attention.
I saw the trailer because I was like, what is happening? And then I saw that jump scare and I was like, holy smokes. I guess I'm glad I saw it at home. I don't know
Yeah.
what I would have done if I was in the freaking theater or saw something like that. It's
Yeah.
insane.
This is going to be a turn for Jessica, though. I'm excited for her. That's fun.
Me too.
It's not
And it
watching it.
seems like a mind fuck though, too, because it's
Yeah.
like, how are you going to be able to differentiate the two?
But you know what's scary is that I literally have thought about this since I was a kid. I shouldn't even say what's scary. What's interesting is I've thought about this since I was a kid because there was an episode, if y'all remember the show on Nickelodeon, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Where I want to say it was Tia and Tamara, but it was definitely twins. And you thought that the good twin, there was like a altercation. There was a good twin and a bad twin. You thought the good twin survived, but it was actually the bad twin. And so from there, me and my family were always like, we need a secret, like code word, so that if you're ever wondering if it's really me, then ask me and here's my code word. So like this just promotes that even more. Like, how do I know which one is my real mom? What's the code word? So I know when you're you and when you're this whatever creature that is also doubling as Jessica Chastain. So that's what it reminded me of, is like I really have taken that to heart from other like content and like horror based stuff, is that you always need to have a safe word so people know that you're real and you're not uh a demonic figure or whatever lurking around.
I'm just thinking, like, wow, okay.
I know. This guys, this is why I don't watch horror. Because I really do. I feed into this stuff way too much. All right. Anyway, let us know if you guys plan on going to see the Odyssey or if you've already seen it. Drop that review. Spoiler free. All right, let's get into our final headline and hot top. This just broke today as we are recording. Nicolandria, Dunzo, after a year together post Love Island, they were the runners up of season 7. I am not a Love Island person, as I said on last week's episode, but the way that social media has sucked me into this show and this couple in particular, I have watched the clip of that first kiss that they had with the blindfolds, and I was sold. I was like, "Ooh, the heat, the passion, Delora, the passion." Okay, I was a fan. I told you I would randomly go look at their pages, just see what they're up to. Apparently, a lot of people feel like this was a showmanship, though, and was never real. And this was contract based, hence the 1 year and it's a wrap. They're claiming distance, they're claiming busy schedules. Were you invested in this couple? And do you care about the demise of yet another reality show couple?
So I really like them as a couple. And I was rooting for them to be a couple. So this whole thing about it being a showman's, I'm having a hard time with, because a lot of people denied it because they didn't think a guy like Nick could be with a girl like Orlandria. And I'm like, what, a gorgeous woman? Like,
Exactly. And thank you for correcting me. I totally said showmanship, showmance. Thank you.
oh, no problem. So for me, people are like, oh, I thought we knew this was all,
Fake.
fake. And I was like, no, because again, people just could not wrap their head around, like, because Nick is what people call a conventional good looking white boy, and it's like, oh my goodness, there's no way he would go for a chocolate black girl, and it's like he's a man. Why?
And Alandria
Like
is a baddie. Are y'all crazy?
when I say her run since Love Island, nobody's doing it like her, and I'm afraid no one will ever. I
Honey.
mean, everybody's excited about what's her name, Trinity. So we'll see what happens with that. People, for some reason, believe in their love more than I guess Nick.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Again, I do not watch these shows. I have not seen a single real episode,
You and I are the same.
only the
Yes.
clips. But from what I've seen, I saw more passion with Nick and Olandria than I saw with Bryce and Trinity from the clips. And then Bryce with his little best friendship with old dude. I don't know.
Listen, it's like,
I don't
does
know.
he really want you, Trinity?
Exactly. I don't know, girl.
So, again, we stand for Landria. I'm so proud of her, the way she has been, I mean, nonstop. So honestly, it seems very natural that they break up because sis is booked and busy.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Nick and his DJing. We had this conversation, I think, with Christelle, the host of What the Fit, I think, where it's like he's a DJ. Like, is that is that
Yep.
like the reality show guy
Cause
route?
him and
Like,
Kyle, like, what is this? Direct pipeline now.
all right. Whereas, I mean, she is on Paris Couture Fashion Week and New York Fashion Week and the Barbie bag and just all the bags, really, and just showing up at these red carpets looking phenomenal. Oh, I'm just so happy for her. So I think and it was so funny because everybody wanted, when she bought her first place, everybody wanted Nick to move in with her. She's like,
I'm
I'm
very traditional.
traditional.
I don't play that.
She's like, I do not play that. It's just like, you see a ring? Okay. Nick ain't moving in. So
You
I was like,
know,
respect. She's a Southern woman. I get it.
much respect. You know, my question for you after all of this is, are you gonna be okay if they spin the block?
Yes, because
Oh,
only because they didn't break up over some toxicity that we're aware of. You know what I mean?
okay. So that's when you're okay with spinning the block. If it's like legit,
Amicable,
yeah,
like
like this is fine. It's just we're not in the right place at the right time,
wrong
moment.
time. Right.
Okay.
It's like, don't cheat on me. Don't, be a borderline verbal abuser and expect me to take you back. Like, no, we're not doing that.
Well, in this case, I think we all with you, right? No one wants people to go back to people who did them dirty. Absolutely. Absolutely. But if it's like oh man, the one who got away,
Yeah.
this should have been, could have been, just the timing wasn't right. Okay. So we're gonna see if these crazy kids spin the block at some point or are able to figure it out. Cause I agree. Every time I look, one of them is somewhere and I'm like, is the other one around? Cause like it's
Listen,
difficult to do long distance in everyday life,
in the same city, in the same state, they're doing international. Like,
baby. We in and out. And then I'm tired. Like, you know how tired I be after work?
listen,
I'm ready for a nap.
girl, please. It's yes,
Let
I
alone when
get
I'm
it.
jet setting, I'll be like, Nick, I'm on this Dramamine. I'm gonna catch you. You know what I mean? Like I gotta get some rest. I gotta get and imagine for her, she gotta do glam. She probably has content she has to shoot in between actually going to events. You know, oh my God, I cannot imagine. And they're both so white hot still off of this
Yeah.
momentum that it's like, yeah, let me continue my career trajectory. And then also, what I would love, Delora, you know what I would love is if this is all
Hmm.
bullshit and they're not really broken up. They just are broken up publicly, but privately, they're still together. They just wanted to heat off the relationship side. That I would love. Let's do that.
So to keep people from stuff. But then,
Leave me alone.
but does that mean? But I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, wouldn't that invite people to think, oh, let me talk to them, let me holler, let me shoot my shot?
I mean, sure, but then that's just about like y'all keeping stuff secure within your own relationship. Because I think it's still possible that they could, like their friends, family, whoever knows what's going on with them and what have you. Because I imagine temptation was going to come regardless. You think the chicks who was coming to see him DJ cared about Alandria and him being together? No. You think dudes wasn't still probably hitting on Alandria? No. Um, but I think it would be nice because I know they have said that like the pressure of the public became a lot post show. So if it is one of those where it's like, hey, we saying we broke up, but it's just for the public to get off our backs, that'd be great. But we'll see. You know, y'all do y'all thing, whether together or apart, do y'all thing. Rooting for you. All right, Delora, that is it for our headlines and hot tops this week. What are we recapping for next week?
Yes, Ashley, we will be recapping one of the top movies on Netflix since it's come out, really.
Still in the top 10.
Still in the top 10. I checked today. Voicemails for Isabel.
I'm in the mood for love.
It is honestly a breath of fresh air of a movie. Like all the feels, literally. And I love that for us.
I'll probably mention this again on the episode next week, but I realized one of the things that gets me about Nick Robinson, he has a great side smile, and I
I was
am a
gonna say his
sucker.
puppy dog eyes, because he still has that, and he's a grown ass man now.
Yeah, no, it's the side angle smile. I am a sucker for a good side angle smile on a man. Ugh,
He's a great leading man.
ugh, he is. All right, well, very exciting. We love that. We both had that as a hidden gem. Um, Continues to do well. Obviously, it is now in my canon of rom com, so I look forward to the
Period.
conversation.
Like, if they made this and put it on a DVD, I will purchase it.
Absolutely. Can we still get DVDs? Like, why isn't why
Mm,
can't y'all do a limited run of some of these as DVDs and see how it
exactly.
does?
I love that idea. It's giving retro, but we know what it's like when it comes to physical.
Yeah, just don't put it in Target, and I'm there.
Unlike Jay Z, I
Girl, girl. All right, guys. That is it. That is all for this week. Thank you so, so much
uh,
for sticking with us for another episode. We appreciate you. If we haven't said it in a while, we so value everybody who comes and listens to us.
thank
We
you
love
so
all of you
much.
guys.
It brings me so much joy.
Thank you for the comments. We always respond to everything.
Listen, I had our more recent recap of Maternal Instinct. I had several people be like, "Oh my goodness, that documentary is crazy. I can't wait to listen to your podcast." I'm like, "Thank you.
Especially because it was such
Thank
heavy
you."
subject matter. Like, appreciate you for coming for
Yes.
that one. And any others, we always love to hear you guys' feedback, whether you agree with us, whether you vehemently disagree with us.
Yes.
I get as much joy from any interactions you
Same.
guys want to bring our way. I mean, respectfully,
Yeah,
of course. We haven't had
of
anybody who's been
course.
disrespectful. But please share this episode out with everybody you know. We'll be back with that recap. But in the meantime, as always, be blessed.
Bye.